hard two people to follow. What I'm going to read tonight is the end of my thesis that I'm working on, actually at Collins. And I was going to give you just a little bit of preface. I think I can get away with that and stay within my 5 minutes. The young female in the story, her name is Sarah, and she's a healer. She's gone on a phone call with a local animal vet to see about a cow that has given birth and is not going to make it, is down. And the vet's decided that there is nothing to be done for the cow, and he's pretty much told her that, and now he's leaving. Two things have happened earlier in the story that this little piece refers to. First, the girl, Sarah, had seen an old woman when she was in town, and she saw her give her father this really cool handmade doll that has big hands and big feet, and it's real rough, and she's a little amazed by it. And she's amazed by the woman too, because she's walking in the rain. And the woman gives the doll to her father and says, "This is for Sarah." So she's a little bewildered by that. And the second thing that you have to know, and the doll, to tell you real quick about the doll, it has wings that are made, that she assumes, she marvels that they're made from dove's feathers. And the second thing, she's placed in an all-adult bluegrass band, and she's learning the song Angel Band. And as they learn it, no one can remember the chorus. And when she hears the song, she sort of deals with that duality that we've already heard a lot about tonight. She loves the song, but she hates the song because the song basically gives in so easily to death. And she thinks it's sort of incomprehensible to be that complacent, and stupid to give in so easily to death. I watch Dr. Giles pack the paper sack back up and walk slowly out of the barn. I glance at the old cow and I call after his disappearing shadow, "Aren't you going to do anything for this cow?" My voice startles some birds in the rafters, and a handful of feathers fall from above. White. I glance up, half expecting to see the doves, but it's only common pigeons up there. I feel frustrated and sad. I will not see this cow die without a fight. She needs help is all, and it feels all wrong just to abandon her. I look at her lying there, and I urge her, "Come on, girl, get up. You've got a baby to raise." I put a hand on her hairy shoulder, and I start to do the only thing I know how to do. That's my healing touch. I kneel by the cow's shoulder, and in my mind I ask permission to touch her. And I wait a moment, and I take a deep breath, and then I start. First, I place a hand between her eyes and one on top of her head. And I feel for the energy, the warm feeling that living creatures like the baby chick gave off. I willed the warmth to come into my hands so I could in exchange give the cow my warm life force. But I feel nothing except a distant coolness. So I proceed down her back and across the top of her tail. And still, strangely enough, nothing. I sit back and I feel tears sting my eyes. I have never failed at this. I look at her face and I scoot forward and I place a hand on her chest over her heart, and there, faint as a glowworm, I feel life. Her sweet, warm energy is pulsing ever so gently from her heart, but even as I hold my hand there, it almost pulls away from me, and then it does pull away from me, and it dims, and no colors flood my mind. "Can't feel nothing, can you, girl?" The old woman's voice makes me jump so hard my hands hit the cow under the chin, and the cow slightly turns her head in the direction of that voice. I look into the pink face of the woman I ran into in town earlier, but now her hair is down, and it's in a long gray braid, and it's turned over her shoulder. She has on men's lace boots and a soft flower dress, and her hands look like a child's holding a bunch of daisies that are clumped together, and as white as the baby calf's face. I know who you are, and I know you're a healer. I heard all about you. But my cow can't be healed now, child. She's ready to cross over. I look at her a moment, but we need to do what we can. I mean, we probably can save her. Between Dr. Giles' medicine and my healing, she'll probably be okay. We have to try. To my embarrassment, I feel hot tears slide down my face, so I add, "I have never failed at this." "That's because you're so young, and you got to have more experience. This cow don't need or want no tears. Just look at her. She's peaceful as a Sunday. It's her time, and it's okay. This baby's going to grow up and give milk, eat in the same pastures that her mama did. It's the way it is. Girl, you got to know that healing ain't just about living. It's also about dying and having dignity in both." And with that, she walked right around me, and she knelt down to the cow's face. "Now, you better go on to y'all's truck, because Dr. Giles, he knows when it's time to go." So I stood on shaky legs. And as I backed away, I hear the old woman start to hum, and then I see her drop the daisies in her hand. And instead of scattering, the flowers fall into a woven circle. And I watch her loop the daisy chain around the cow's neck. And then she leans forward and she places her old forehead against the soft fur on the cow's forehead. Her gray braid falls forward on the cow's neck. Gently she starts to sing in a clear, low voice, meant for no one but the cow to hear. Oh, come, angel band, come around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snow-white wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear me away on your snow-white wings to my immortal home. In the truck, Dr. Giles asked if I'm okay, and I answered yes. I watch the rainwater wind down my passenger side windows as we drive back down the mountain, and I think about the song that she sang in the barn, and I smile to myself about the irony of it all. It's the song from the band practice, and now I, just a kid, can teach the adults in the band the chorus. And I wanted to tell Dad and Dr. Giles earlier, I hated that song when we were eating lunch at the cafe, but now I feel different. I watch the water in the window make lines that cross and intersect. Some of the tiny streaks of water blow away, but some of them join, and they make more fragile little lines. And I think of the dream catcher and all of the lines that never leave that circle.